Have you ever felt like someone you cared about suddenly stopped caring about you? Like you gave them time, love, respect, but they just didn't treat you the same anymore. You once mattered to them, but now they act like you don't even exist. That silent pain of feeling ignored, unwanted, and unappreciated is one of the deepest wounds a heart can carry. But today, I want to share something with you that will change the way you look at this pain. This video is not just about healing. It's about rising. It's about regaining your peace. It's about taking back your power, not with pride or revenge, but through the beautiful light of Islam. We all go through moments where we feel rejected. Maybe your friend distanced themselves. Maybe your own family members look past you like you're invisible. And maybe you've cried at night, wondering what you did wrong. But what if I told you that their rejection might be Allah's protection? What if I told you that when someone doesn't value you, Allah is opening a door for something greater? What if this pain is not a punishment, but a turning point? In this video, you'll learn a simple, peaceful, yet powerful trick from the teachings of Islam. It's not a trick to make someone chase you. It's not a game to win someone back. It's a spiritual solution, a way to fix your heart, guard your dignity, and let Allah lift you when people try to bring you down. Because the truth is, your value is not in the hands of people. It's not defined by likes, calls, messages, or attention. Your value is written by Allah Himself. And sometimes, it takes losing someone to truly find yourself again. Remember, this isn't about being cold or harsh. It's about walking away with peace. It's about choosing self-respect over begging. It's about letting go of what was to allow space for what Allah wants to give you. And once you understand this powerful mindset, you'll stop chasing what's running away from you. You'll start attracting peace, dignity, and the kind of love that doesn't fade. Because it begins with your Lord. Please like, comment, and subscribe to Deen Xplorers to keep receiving reminders that touch your heart and bring you closer to Allah. 1. Feeling unvalued, a common human experience. Have you ever felt like you don't matter to someone anymore? That you're just an option in someone's life when they used to make you a priority? It's one of the deepest pains a human heart can feel. That sinking feeling in your chest, the heaviness in your eyes, the ache that refuses to go away. These are all signs that you're feeling unvalued. And it's okay to feel this way. You are not weak. You are not overreacting. You are simply human. Every person at some point in life feels left out, unimportant, or ignored. It can be in a friendship, a marriage, a family, or even in your workplace. You give and give, but your kindness goes unnoticed. You stand by others in their worst moments, but when you need support, no one shows up. You speak gently, act kindly, and try your best to maintain peace, but in return, you get silence or disrespect. It hurts deeply. But here's something beautiful. Allah sees it all. Sometimes Allah allows you to feel unvalued by people so you can learn to seek your value only from Him. Because when you put your heart in someone else's hands, you give them power over your peace. You start depending on their love, their attention, their words. And when they pull away, you feel empty. But Allah never pulls away. When you feel ignored by people, you are being reminded to turn to the one who never ignores you. Islam teaches us to acknowledge our emotions, not to hide them. Even our beloved Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, the most honored human being in history, experienced moments when people did not value him. He was mocked by his own people, abandoned by tribes, and rejected by those he tried to help. But did that take away his worth? No, because his value came from Allah, not from people. When you feel unvalued, remind yourself that it is not always about you. Sometimes people are too distracted, too busy, or too lost in their own world to see your efforts. And that's not your fault. Don't let their blindness become your burden. Your kindness still counts. Your loyalty still matters. Your good intentions are still written down by the angels, even if others don't say thank you. Sometimes we try to force people to see our worth. We explain ourselves again and again. We try harder. We give more. But the more we try, the more they ignore. That is a sign, not of your failure, but of a lesson. And that lesson is, if you have to fight to be valued, you're probably giving your heart to the wrong place. Your value doesn't need to be proven to anyone. It needs to be protected. So, if you're feeling unvalued right now, don't fight for people to see your light. Just keep shining. Don't beg for someone's attention. Just stay patient and sincere, because Allah has written your story, and every chapter has a purpose, even this painful one. You may not see the wisdom now, but one day, you'll look back and smile. You'll realize that being ignored by them brought you closer to Him. Let your pain remind you that you were made for something greater than people's opinions. You were made to worship the most merciful, the most loving, and He never lets a sincere heart go to waste. 2. Why people stop valuing you. Sometimes life surprises us in ways we never expect. One day someone values you. They call you, need you, and show kindness. Then slowly, things change. Their messages become short. Their presence becomes rare. Their appreciation fades. And before you understand what's happening, they treat you like you no longer matter. It hurts. It confuses you. You ask yourself, what did I do wrong? But the truth is, people don't always stop valuing you because of something you did. Sometimes it's about something that changed in them. People are not constant. Their emotions, intentions, and priorities shift with time. They may lose focus on what truly matters. They may start chasing worldly things. They may become more self-centered, more distracted, or influenced by others. Sometimes, when people become too familiar with your goodness, they take it for granted. They get used to your presence and begin to assume that you'll always be there, even if they stop trying. One of the most painful truths in life is this: many people only value what benefits them. When you're helpful, available, and kind, they love having you around. But the moment you need support, or the moment you set boundaries, they may turn away. This shows that their love was never about you. It was about what they were getting from you. This can be heartbreaking, but it also opens your eyes. It teaches you who is genuine and who is just using your light to brighten their darkness. We must remember that in this world, most relationships are temporary. People enter our lives for reasons and seasons. Some are meant to stay, but many are only passing through. When they've received what Allah meant for them to gain from you, they often move on. That's not your failure. That's part of the journey. The problem is when we try to hold on tightly to people who were never meant to stay. In Islam, we are taught not to tie our hearts too tightly to anyone except Allah. This is because people are imperfect. They forget, they change, and sometimes they hurt us without meaning to. But Allah never forgets. He never changes. He never stops valuing His servant. He created you with care, loves you beyond measure, and knows your worth even when the world doesn't. When people stop valuing you, it may be a test. Allah might be removing them from your life to protect you from long-term pain. Or He might be showing you that it's time to focus more on yourself and your connection with Him. Sometimes their absence is Allah's mercy. He knows that staying attached to them would only slow down your growth. So, He takes them away not to punish you, but to elevate you. Don't let someone else's lack of appreciation cause you to forget your own worth. Just because they stopped valuing you doesn't mean you lost your value. Gold remains gold, even if it is thrown in the dust. Your heart, your soul, your intentions, they are all precious in the eyes of Allah. You don't need to lower your standards to be accepted. You don't need to beg for love. You don't need to sacrifice your peace to earn someone's attention. Your value is not in their hands. It is written by Allah. And what Allah writes, no one can erase. So keep your head high, keep doing good, keep being kind. Even if they stop appreciating you, Allah will reward every good deed, every tear, and every moment of patience, because your worth is not based on their recognition. It is built on your connection with the one who never forgets his servant. 3. Pull back and let Allah work. When someone stops valuing you, the first thing you might feel is the urge to explain yourself. You try to fix things, talk more, give more, chase more, hoping they will notice your worth again. You go out of your way to hold the connection together, even when they've already let go. But the truth is, when someone no longer values you, one of the most powerful and peaceful things you can do is this: pull back and let Allah work. This isn't about ego. It's not about being cold or silent in anger. It's about placing your trust where it truly belongs. Pulling back doesn't mean you've given up. It means you've handed your case over to the most wise. You stop fighting for attention and start turning your heart towards the one who knows it completely. There's something incredibly freeing about stepping back. You stop chasing those who've stopped caring. You stop trying to explain your worth to people who are blind to it. You stop draining your soul to keep someone in your life who no longer wants to stay. You see, Allah doesn't waste anything. Not your efforts, not your tears, not your silence. Everything you do with sincerity is recorded. So when you pull back from people who ignore you, when you stop fighting for love that is not returned, when you choose to let go of someone who doesn't see your value, Allah sees that, and He rewards your strength. Pulling back is not weakness. It's strength wrapped in patience. It's wisdom wrapped in faith. It's you saying, "Ya Allah, I've done my part. Now I leave the rest to you." And when you truly do that, something amazing happens. Peace enters your heart. You're no longer weighed down by expectations or disappointment. You begin to heal. You begin to grow. One of the biggest lessons in life is learning when to hold on and when to let go. Holding on too long to people who treat you as an option only drains your soul. And when you pull back, you allow space. Not just for them to reflect, but for Allah to rearrange things in your favor. Sometimes, Allah removes someone from your life, not because you're not good enough, but because He wants to protect you from greater harm. He wants to give you something better, but you can't receive that blessing until you open your hands and let go of what's hurting you. Pulling back also teaches others a lesson. When you stop giving your time, energy, and kindness to those who don't value it, they are forced to notice what they've lost. They begin to realize the space you filled. But even if they don't, that's okay. You don't pull back to get attention. You do it to protect your peace and honor your soul. In that quiet space, between letting go and waiting for Allah's plan, you find healing. You find clarity. You begin to see that your worth was never tied to their validation. Your worth is written by the one who made you, and He never stops valuing His servant. So let your silence speak. Let your distance protect you, and let your faith in Allah guide you through the pain. You don't need to chase love, prove your worth, or explain yourself endlessly. You need to do your part, pray, pull back, and then wait. Allah will handle what you can't. And what He has planned for you is always better than what you're trying to hold on to. 4. Let your absence teach them. Sometimes words are not enough. Sometimes your silence can speak louder than anything you could ever say. When someone doesn't value your presence anymore, your kindness, your time, your love, the best response is not to argue, cry, or explain. It is to walk away with dignity. Let your absence teach them what your presence never could. You see, when you are always available, always giving, always present, some people begin to think that you'll never leave. They assume that no matter how they treat you, you'll stay. They forget the effort you put in. They ignore the sacrifices you made. They don't realize how much of yourself you gave. Until one day, you're gone. And when you're no longer there to reply to their messages, to support their problems, to listen to their complaints, to offer your comfort, suddenly they begin to notice. Not because they miss you in the right way, but because the comfort of your presence is no longer there. It's human nature. People often don't appreciate light until they're surrounded by darkness. Letting your absence speak is not about revenge or pride. It's about self-respect. It's about understanding that your worth doesn't decrease just because someone else can't see it. You are not here to constantly prove your value to others. You are here to serve Allah, to live with dignity, and to love without losing yourself. Sometimes, stepping away is the strongest thing you can do. It allows you to breathe again. It gives you space to reconnect with Allah. It helps you heal from the emotional weight that was slowly breaking you. Most importantly, it teaches others that your love is a blessing, not something to be misused. When someone truly cares, your absence will shake them. It will make them rethink their actions, their words, and their treatment of you. If they realize their mistake and return with sincerity, you can decide how to move forward. But if they continue as if you never mattered, then you've lost nothing. You've only removed someone who never truly saw your heart for what it was. You are not weak for walking away. You are strong, you are wise, and you are loved by Allah. When you choose silence over begging, distance over chasing, and peace over pain, you choose growth. You choose faith. You choose a life where your heart is not broken by those who never deserved a place in it. Let your absence be the lesson they never expected, not out of cruelty, but out of quiet strength. They will remember your goodness when it's gone. They will remember your kindness when it no longer surrounds them. They will remember your loyalty when they look around and see no one like you. And by then, you will have moved forward, stronger, wiser, closer to Allah. Sometimes the best dawah, the best reminder to someone, is not a lecture. It is your absence. It's them living without your light, your prayers, your support, and realizing what they've lost. So don't waste time explaining yourself to people who are committed to misunderstanding you. Walk away. Let silence be your response. Let distance be your protection. And let Allah be your defender, because He knows what you gave. He saw your sincerity, and He will repay you in ways no human ever could. When someone doesn't value you anymore, it can feel like your heart is breaking into pieces. But in those pieces, Allah can build something stronger, something more beautiful. He can rebuild your heart, your faith, and your self-worth, greater than before. You don't need to fight for a place in someone's life who no longer sees your value. Step back with grace. Let Allah work on your heart while He works on your future. Trust that the one who created you knows what's best for you, even when you don't understand it in the moment. This pain? It won't last forever, but the lesson it teaches you will stay, and that lesson is simple. Your value was never in someone else's hands. It was with Allah all along. He will lift you when others leave you. He will honor you when others ignore you, and He will reward you far more than what you lost, if you just remain patient, grateful, and connected to Him. As you walk away from those who stopped seeing your worth, walk toward the one who has never stopped loving you. Let that simple shift of focus be your trick, your strength, and just watch how your life begins to change. Keep your heart pure, your faith strong, and your head held high, not with pride, but with peace, because your worth is not in how others treat you, but in how close you are to Allah. Please like, comment, and subscribe to Deen Xplorers for more heartfelt Islamic reminders that bring you closer to your true purpose, your true strength, and your true value.